Hey guys, what is up? It is Abby from Oh Happy Rays. I am doing a part 2, if you will, on Disney resorts. So earlier, I've already done a video on kind of the resorts that Kyle and I have stayed at that aren't Disney Vacation Club. I'm doing a video today on the Disney Vacation Club hotels we've stayed at Disney. We have not covered them all. DVC hotels are usually a little bit more expensive. They're the like moderate deluxe resorts. So cost per night, if you're not DVC or you're staying, some of them have like regular rooms, they are more expensive. So we just haven't hit that point where we're like, yeah, we're going to spend $400 on a room for a night. So maybe one day, but we're working our way towards it. So I'm going to review the ones we have stayed at. For my general like pros and cons of staying at a Disney hotel, if you want that like quick bullet list, I would check out my other video on staying at Disney hotels and Disney resorts, because I put that at the beginning so you can catch that and then catch all the other resorts, or just watch that part if that's what you're looking for. So in no particular order, whether by price or by favoritism, we're going to jump right in and start with Animal Kingdom Lodge. They do have regular rooms. They do have DVC here at Jumbo House is where we stayed specifically. They also have Kidani Village, so there is 2 parts. Kyle and I have walked between Jumbo House and Kidani. Don't know if I would do that again just because it took a while and it was kind of hot when we did it. But there is an internal bus, if you will, that will take you there. So you don't necessarily have to walk, but it is kind of nice to walk, you know, get some mileage on those feet, get your steps in. I love Animal Kingdom Lodge. My biggest con and why I don't push Kyle to stay there more is because it's all the way out by Animal Kingdom. And if you've ever looked at a map of Disney, like an aerial map or their digital map, it's like everything is here and then Animal Kingdom's over here. Like, it's far away from everything except Animal Kingdom. So if you're not going to hang out at the resort, or you're not just going to Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're talking a little bit longer bus for Magic, Epcot, Hollywood, especially Disney Springs. It's going to take you time. So if you're super like, I'm late to everything and need to get there like ASAP because I'm always late, maybe not your place to stay. But if you like a hotel that you can sit out on your balcony and just chill and like see a ton of animals in a safari, highly, highly recommend. I loved it. We watched giraffes, we watched gazelle, zebra, you know, what all the savannah animals that they had out there. It was super cool. Even watching the birds was cool because you're like, oh my God, this is right outside my window. And I think we were on the 4th floor of 5, so we really had a good view. Very cool. Highly recommend. I've not stayed at a Disney DVC resort room that isn't their like deluxe studio. My friend stayed in their 3-bedroom villa. It's 2 stories with a full 2-story window situation. It is an older room. It's an older hotel, but it makes up in the views. So if you're looking like ultra modern, it's not going to be ultra modern. It's going to be very nice. It's going to have like a rustic African feel to it. But if you want like the most up-to-date everything, probably not until they finish redoing the rooms, which I don't know where they are on the list of like who's getting what redone. But very cool. Fun fact, if you drop anything off your balcony, like a shoe or a toddler drops their shoe and the animals don't eat it, they'll go rescue it for you and either leave it at the front desk or bring it back to your room. So my friends figured that out from their niece and nephew, who one of them dropped their shoe off their balcony. So fun for all. But the kids absolutely loved it when they stayed, and I loved it. And I would have stayed out there for hours and hours, but you know, you do need to sleep. The other cool thing that we did when we were there was they did have night vision goggles that they set up with one of their hotel cast members. It was over by the pool in Jumbo House. They may have moved it now. I think they brought it back since COVID, but it was probably the coolest thing I did because you're standing out there and you're like, yeah, like I can kind of see some of these animals because it's like twilight to darkness. We didn't do it like pitch black. And then you put on the goggles and you're like, oh my God, there's 100 animals sitting like 50 feet further back in the trees. Like, it's crazy. And although they may not necessarily be doing something, you're just like looking through like, oh my God, when are they going to move? Like, oh my God, that one swatted its tail and I saw it. Like, it's super cool. I would highly recommend it. It does get busy though, so try and go earlier, even though it may not be as dark, just because a lot of people are going to stop by there, whether they've just finished dinner or they just got back from the parks. You know, it's definitely worth it. The pool at Jumbo House, also super nice. We really enjoyed it. Had a great half day when we stayed at the pool. To be honest, I don't remember like anything super memorable, but that's because we were only there for a couple hours and then it started to rain, but it was very nice. And it's like centered in the center of the hotel, which is kind of cool. Like, it surrounds the hotel and you can walk out towards the savannah to go see the animals, which is really nice. When we were there, we only ate at 2 of the restaurants. The Mara, which is their to-go cafeteria, they do have desserts made specialty to that resort. Like, I don't want to say they're like African desserts, but they have like that heritage to them. My friend that worked as a cast member at Animal Kingdom Lodge said you have to go and you have to try the dessert at the Mara because they're to-go containers. They're little, like, I think they have like a zebra print on them. They're super good. Highly recommend. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. When we stayed there, it was like 2019, but very, very good. Sanaa, also a hugely popular restaurant and delicious. We did breakfast there and then I went back and ate dinner there with some of my friends. Breakfast there, is like you go and order and then you sit down at a table and you pick wherever you want to sit. So it's not super formal, but you do get a pick to sit by the window. So if there's a window seat open, you can sit right there and see any of the animals that are going to come by. So I really liked that. Dinner there, I am a picky eater and I thought it was delicious. The bread service you have to get. It comes with all of like the sauces. We actually, when we were there, we were able to get like their special secret bonus sauce. You can't like dip sauce. You can't like ask for it. Your server has to like decide to bring it to you, or they're just doing it that day or whatever it is. So we got like a bonus one, which was cool. The bread is delicious. The naan bread, I could have just eaten that. But the chicken and rice dish I got, I think it's the butter chicken, was awesome. The desserts and drinks, also fantastic. The serving staff was great. I just loved it. I would go back, and people go back all the time. They love that restaurant. Another hotel that we've stayed at, or I've stayed at with my friends, Kyle has not stayed at, was Boardwalk Inn. It is a DVC hotel. I really liked it. I thought the rooms are cool. I think the theme of the hotel is super cool. Did not go in the pool, but like if you walk by this pool, you know the pool. It's like built like a boardwalk, like carnival theme setup. Super fun. Kids love it. It's close and you walk by it to get to and from Hollywood Studios. If you're walking there and you're staying at one of those Epcot resorts, super close to Epcot. Has a Skyliner access in case you want to take the Skyliner. The only like weird thing, if you will, is the restaurants for the hotel are the restaurants on the boardwalk. So they're not restaurants that only you as a Boardwalk Inn hotel guest are necessarily going to eat at there. Anyone can eat at the restaurants on the boardwalk. So you may want to make reservations if you're like, oh, we're going to eat at the boardwalk restaurants tonight. Like, I would probably make a reservation. But the bakery on the boardwalk is phenom. It does get busy because not everyone has a restaurant to go to, but it's really, really good. I will be covering those restaurants in a whole separate like episode of Boardwalk food and restaurants. So we'll cover that later, but their DVC rooms are very nice and they have been recently upgraded and updated. So keep your eye out for those, and I think you can still buy points to like buy into Boardwalk. Beach Club and Yacht Club, even though Yacht Club's not the DVC part, I did throw that together because essentially if you're staying at one, you're staying at both. They share a pool. This is the pool with the sand bottom. If you have heard about this, it's not the entire pool, but there are patches that have like sand on the bottom. So if you have heard about that, this is the pool. Beach Club is the DVC part. Yacht Club is not. Expensive to stay at both. Definitely worth it. The room we stayed at Yacht Club when Kyle and I went, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Again, they wouldn't have put the NBA players up there if it weren't, 10 out of 10. Beach Club, also very cute, very beachy. Loved the rooms, thought they were super fun. I like both of these hotels. I like them as a unit. I like them separate. Big fan. Like I said, the pool is a big hit. It's also the pool with the ship on it, with the ship water slide. So if you've been to Beach Club or you've been to the Boardwalk, you've seen it from the outside. That is the pool. It's huge. There's plenty of space for everyone. There's a little kid spot. There's the adult spot. Everyone is everywhere, and it's awesome. Love that pool. Beach Club also has a lot of, it has one for sure, small, private pool or quiet pool that doesn't have a slide, but still very nice. I sat out there for a couple of hours one day and really liked it. Restaurants here, again, there's a lot of restaurants because I kind of marry them together. Cape May Cafe, I've been there for breakfast. We did character dining there when Kyle and I first started going to Disney. My favorite character dining experience. I loved the beach themed outfits. I loved the buffet. There were crepes at the buffet. There was seafood at the buffet. It was just delicious. Absolutely delicious. Would recommend. Beaches and Cream, we have only done the walk-up window. They just renovated Beaches and Cream, so it's a little bit busier and bigger, so again, makes it busier, but it's awesome. You can get great stuff from the walk-up window, so don't beat yourself up if you don't get a reservation. You can still eat there or get some of the ice cream off their menu. We've done milkshakes, regular ice cream. We did a mini kitchen sink that comes in the red plastic tub. Definitely cool. Would recommend doing that. Beach Club Marketplace, the market at Ale and Compass, both are their marketplace cafeteria. They set them up more as a marketplace, more so than a cafeteria at these places. I like the Beach Club one better. They had 7 different types of mac and cheese to choose from for lunch and dinner, so highly recommend. I think they also had better desserts and just pickings in general. It's a little bit bigger, so I think that might be why they have more space. The shopping gift shop that's attached to it also at the Beach Club is a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger kind of deal. The market at Ale and Compass still has a lot of food options, still good food options. The gift shop is a little bit more geared towards formal, if you will, Vineyard Vines, Lily Pulitzer, not a lot of super kid-friendly stuff I love to buy, don't get me wrong, but maybe not on my Disney vacation. Other places that we've eaten there was Ale and Compass / we did eat and get drinks at the lounge. We did breakfast at Ale and Compass during COVID, so they were on an abbreviated menu. That being said, the abbreviated menu was delicious. We loved it. It was beautiful. It is a beautiful, huge restaurant. I don't think there's a bad seat no matter what part you're in. The part we were in was a room that seemed to be more like a ship under the ship, if you will. And then they've got this big open gallery type seating area. Really cool restaurant. I really liked it. I would go back for dinner. The lounge drinks really good. We did not get food there, but people seem to be enjoying it.